Hi Future Mama! If you're already in week 36, it is a really good idea to have your bags packed and ready to go for the hospital. And not just yours, but also your baby's and whoever's coming with you. So a lot of new moms tend to overpack because they don't know what the hospital will provide. So my recommendation to you is to give your hospital a call and ask them what is it that they will give to you and your baby. In this video, I'm going to share with you what are the essentials that you need to pack and what are some optionals that are nice to have so that you don't end up overpacking like I did. Category number 1 is documentation. Make sure you bring your ID, your insurance card, and optionally, if you have one, a birth plan. Also, bring a folder with you because you're going to get so much paperwork that you won't have anywhere to store it. And this will make sure that everything stays in one place and you can refer back to it when you get home. In terms of underwear, the hospital will give you some mesh underwear, and this is probably going to be the most comfortable. But if you want, you can bring your own as well. I would only bring 2 or 3 tops. Also, they will most likely provide to you some of these anti-slippery socks. Finally, I don't think you're gonna need a nursing bra when you're at the hospital, but more when you get home. But if you want to, I would just bring one of them. This next category is often overlooked by moms because you don't know what you're gonna need to help yourself down there after you give birth. And the hospital does provide some maxi pads, ice cooling packs, the mesh underwear that I mentioned, peri bottle and whatnot. But I still think it's a good idea to have some extras at hand in case you run out and you cannot get a hold of someone to come restock you while you're at the hospital. And you're gonna need them anyway when you get home. In terms of clothing, other than the underwear that I already shared, my suggestion is that you bring a couple of PJs and a nice outfit to get out of the hospital. So most moms want this new mom picture with the baby, holding the baby, and you want a nice PJ for that. A loose gown and something that you can easily just take down so that you can breastfeed, or a PJ that is like this kind so that you can open it down here and you can easily button up and down. Things should be very comfortable. And again, one that's nicer for pictures and one that's just like really comfortable for you to sleep on, plus the outfit for the day that you leave the hospital. Toiletries, make sure to bring your toothbrush, toothpaste, shampoo, deodorant, conditioner, anything that you need to remove makeup as well if you have taken pictures as soon as your baby was born, anything that you need to clean yourself. But at the same time, I do want to let you know I did not take a shower when I was there until right before I left, or I think I showered when I got home because I was just tired and I didn't want to do it. So you're probably not going to be using a lot of this, so just bring small bottles if you can. For sleep time, I highly recommend to bring your own pillow with your pillowcase because this is a pillow that you're used to sleeping with. So it's going to feel more comfortable to go to bed that day where you're probably going to be exhausted. Bring your eye mask if you wear one. Like, this is my sleep mask. I love it and I use it every day. And also a pair of slippers so you can walk around, although you should also have the anti-slippery socks that I mentioned earlier. Make sure you bring your phone and an extra long cable if you have one, because usually the outlets can be far away from the bed, so you don't want to be running into that problem. I know some moms like to journal, so you can also bring somewhere where you want to write your thoughts or like how you're feeling after the whole process, or reminders or whatnot. And a playlist. So I really recommend this, and I think it's a super cool experience to have your baby be born to music that is meaningful to you. It's amazing to hear. For us, it was like Elton John's This Is Your Song, and the baby was coming out to that song. So it was just like a crazy, amazing moment that I highly recommend if you want to put a playlist together. Extras are also snacks. So just so you know, when you're in active labor, they're only going to give you Jello or something that's very soft. You're not going to have any solids to eat, so you're just going to be drinking most likely. But afterwards, the hospital will of course give you some food, and most likely will have a pantry with snacks. But if you have any that you're craving, make sure you also pack those. And for myself, I got this hospital bag that I really like. It's like pretty elegant, but also inside it is it has these pockets and also holds liquid and different things that might be needed. So I also use it for some stuff for my baby as well. I overpacked again, so my recommendation to you is just follow the essentials that I mentioned earlier and leave some room because you're also going to get a lot of stuff for your recovery that you're going to need space for. So once the baby is born, the hospital will provide everything for the baby in terms of their clothing, their diapers, and everything that they need to spend this couple of days at the hospital. They are going to give you this very typical receiving blankets, or that you can also use as swaddles, right? And they're going to swaddle the little baby like a little tamal. So my recommendation, take as many of everything as you can. And they're also going to give you these really cute beanies, right, that they put on the baby, essentially as soon as they're born. What is it that you need to pack? Well, just like a going back home outfit, like a cute outfit. This was ours, for example, with like the little beanie. And a nicer blanket if you want, like to get him or her out, or for pictures. Look at how many of these blankets I got. So you don't really need to be packing anymore because you get quite a bit. And critical is the car seat. So they will not let you leave the hospital if you don't have a car seat that's installed, or the base is installed already in the car, and the top part is going to be used for you to put the baby in and carry the baby out in this way. So actually at the hospital, they're not allowed to do this for you. You're supposed to do it yourself. So here's a hospital bag that I got for my little one. Like, it has multiple pockets. So as a first-time mom, I did overpack, and I brought like multiple outfits and different things that I didn't really need for the baby. So my recommendation to you is just bring the basic. You're going to want to use that space to pack in all of the things that you're going to get from the hospital. So you're going to get diapers, you're going to get like the bulb syringe, you're going to get the receiving swaddles, beanies, etc. And you want to have enough room to bring it back home. For whoever is joining you at the hospital, make sure that they also pack and have their bags ready to go. My husband didn't have it ready, even though I was constantly reminding him week after week, like, hey, we should have this ready. So he packed at the very last minute. Thankfully, I did have like a checklist for him to go through. And for your person that's joining you, it's actually very simple. They just need to bring in like 2 changes of clothes for each day that you're gonna be there. If you do have a C-section, you might be there for a bit longer, like an extra day. So depending on that, phone, their ID, and an extended cable, anything that they might need to entertain themselves. Optionally, like their own pillow and pillowcase if they want to sleep more comfortably. And that's it. When you're in active labor, something that really helped me was bouncing on that ice ball that I still have with me. And I brought it because, again, I had not asked if the hospital will provide me one, so it was just like just in case. But honestly, like, they already had one, and they had multiple pillows that were helpful for me to use, so you don't really need to bring any of this. But again, my advice to you is give them a call or try to do a hospital tour. That would be even like better, so you can know exactly what will be provided to you and the baby. Take everything, and extras also for the baby in terms of the diapers, receiving blankets, swaddles. Bring everything. You already paid for it, so, or will through your insurance, hopefully. So just take it. So I hope that this video was helpful to you, and now you're ready to pack, especially if you're in week 36 or onwards, because you never know when the baby will arrive. If you want a checklist, please comment below hospital bag checklist, and I'll happily send it to you. Comment also if you have any other experiences that you've had as a first-time mom that you would like to share with others so that they can learn from you. Thank you so much, and remember that you're doing a great job.